Hello everyone, hope you are well on this Wednesday afternoon. Was on the way from home from work and just wanted to stop and do a quick video. I was looking over some updates, some news earlier, and just wanted to bring a couple of things to your attention in case you have not heard yet. We have zombie viruses being dug up apparently. And we also have another train derailment, this one in West Virginia. But first, the zombie virus. Now this story, when I first saw the headline, I'm like, this is a joke, this can't be right. But it's a story. And what's going on is there are scientists who are trying to, or they have revived a quote-unquote zombie virus that has spent 48,000 years frozen in the permafrost. Now this is in Siberia, the Siberian permafrost. They were saying that with warmer temperatures lately, some of the top layer has been thawed a bit, and they have these scientists, what they call virus hunters. So they know that stuff has been in this ice for eons. And so they're looking for this kind of stuff. Why? It beats me. But yes, 48,000 years is what they estimate this has been frozen in. And the reason that they're giving, that they are digging, they've dug this up and have revived it, is to quote unquote to better understand the risks that it poses for animals and humans. Now, I don't believe that for 1 second. That is, of course, total squeeze, dog squeeze, definitely, for sure. And, what could go wrong, right? I mean, we're going to dig up a virus that's almost 50,000 years old, and we're just going to tinker with that thing and let's get it alive again and let's mess with it a little bit. What could go wrong? What could go wrong with this picture? I mean, it sounds like something from an old bad B movie or something. So the question I have is, what is the real reason? Because the reason they're giving is not true. I don't believe it. Do you believe it? I mean, share what you think about that. The real reason, it's scary to ask, but I would want to know. We need to know. My first reaction is this is a nefarious operation, or if not the scientists, somebody behind all this, or above it, that's bankrolling it, has nefarious connections, let's say. And you can about guess who that is. Or maybe we have no idea. Anyway, I thought this was a very interesting story. Hopefully it just stays this. It doesn't go any further than this. So we will see. Okay, we have another train derailment. This was a big one. CSX freight train derailed this morning, Wednesday morning. In West Virginia, after striking a rock slide in a remote area of West Virginia. It injured 3 of the crew members. Doesn't look like serious injuries, but it did spill diesel fuel, so they had a fuel tank on this thing. It looks like it was a coal train, but it did spill a lot of diesel fuel in a nearby river, the New River. And this is Summers County, West Virginia. Emergency management was coming out with information about this. Apparently is near the Sandstone New River National Park. So far, as far as from when I read the story, no evacuations, but you got diesel fuel in a river, so I wouldn't think that's very good. Now, it doesn't sound like there was any other hazardous material like propane or none of these dangerous other chemicals that we've heard about in other derailments. I don't know if this is probably any on a scale like we've been seeing, but and I know derailments happen. I get it. But there's a lot of them, and it makes me question, at best, it could be, some of these sound nefarious, but at best, it's just a telling about our infrastructure, our systems, our transportation systems. The key systems in this country, like transportation, infrastructure, our health system, it's crumbling, y'all. I think that's my opinion. I'm not a pro. I'm just from what I read and hear from people in it. It's crumbling too. So you got infrastructure, you got transportation, healthcare. Don't get me started on the government. Lord have mercy. Help us, God help us. But there are a lot of systems in trouble. Supply chain, and it had to have started before 2020. These were in decline already. I think the last 3 years have sped a lot of that up, or have exposed a lot of things, a lot of holes, a lot of weaknesses. Our grid, of course, good grief, But anyway, I just wanted to bring that news to you. Now, I have a good verse. Stay tuned. I have a good verse. Romans, this is from Romans, chapter 8, verse 31 says, "What then shall we say to these things? If God is for us, who can be against us?" Amen. That is truth. Who can be, if God is for us, who is going to be against us? I mean, who can be against us? Yes, humans will be, but God, He wants you, with all your frailties. He wants that relationship with all your frailties, all your iniquities, sins, your quirks, your mistakes that you've made, your failures, your weaknesses. We're human, and we have all these things. He still wants you. He still wants you. And through Jesus, it's it's been whitewashed, and we just have to accept that and grow that relationship. But think about that. As frail as we are, as mistake-ridden as we are, He still wants us, and He still has us. So, and He loves us. So keep that in mind when you're having a rough one, or you're feeling guilty about something you did a while back or whatever. Don't do that. Don't beat yourself up. Keep praying, and let's keep growing that relationship. Let's keep preparing. Pray, of course, the 3 P's. Pray, prioritize, plan, prepare. Well, that's 4, but plan and prepare, kind of similar. But anyway, let's keep doing that. Share your thoughts. God bless you. I'll see you soon.